Tonight, we're still trying to make sense of last night's deadly mid-air collision at Reagan National Airport. We know it only took a split second for things to go wrong.
Yeah, we want to play some of the audio from air traffic control in the seconds after that crash. And we do have to warn you, this clip includes video that is really hard to watch.
I just saw a fireball and then it was just gone. So I haven't seen anything since they hit the river, but it was a CRJ and a helicopter that hit. I would say maybe a half-mile off the approach end of 33.
Is the airfield closed?
Yes, the airfield is closed. The airfield is closed.
Runways as well?
Yes, all runways are closed. Nobody's landing. No one's moving at all.
We wanted to get a better idea of what it's like to be in that tower faced with such a high-stress job. So we've brought in leading expert Todd Yeary, who is a former FAA certified professional controller. Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, unfortunately, under these circumstances.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you understand the challenges and the complexities that controllers face every day. Take us into what that's like.
Well, what it's like is every day is unique unto itself. You come in with an anticipation that there's a certain order, certain flow to what happens in your facility because you're accustomed to the schedule, the number of flights, how they normally move, but then there's a dynamic portion to it that is often unscripted and unpredictable. Things like weather that often come up without warning.
Let's talk about last night because the Associated Press is reporting that there was one person working and doing two jobs in that air traffic control tower there at Reagan. One person typically oversees the helicopters, one person oversees the planes. Does that sound plausible?
It sounds plausible simply because there are a number of factors that go into staffing. The air traffic day is kind of like an accordion. It expands and contracts based on demand and need. And so your staffing will start relatively low early in the day, it will peak at a point, and then it will gradually scale back until you get to the later parts of the day. And so in my own experience, it was not uncommon to work a combined sector, what we would call it, and later in the night, as I would often work third shift, sometimes we would combine multiple sectors into one simply because there was no demand. It allowed us to preserve and reserve resources when we actually needed them, and it didn't compromise the safety.
Now, that is just a snippet of our conversation. We spoke with Yeary for about 20 minutes tonight, covering everything from staffing to safety. You can see our entire conversation. It's streaming on WUSA 9 Plus. You can watch it after this newscast or on your own time. You can download WUSA 9 Plus right now for Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, or wherever you stream.